Welcome back to Coyote Classics. Today we are checking out and test driving this 1955 Chevy Bel Air. Just a sweet car.
That sounds good, don't it?
It does. A lot of nice upgrades on this. For one, beautiful paint, but then under the hood you got a 350 cubic inch Chevy small block, upgraded with the Sniper EFI fuel injection.
Wow.
Added air conditioning, electric fan, headers. It's really sharp under the hood. Chad tapped the horn there.
How about cruise control?
That's nice too.
It's got cruise. Working cruise.
Wow.
Yeah, power steering, power disc brakes. This car is really cool, Dalton.
Yeah.
And the cool part, the funny part is when I first got this car in, I took it for a test drive. I'm like, what's wrong with it? I know it's got a built motor, but it had like it didn't have much power. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't shifting right with that 700 R4, which is the case on most of them. Yeah. So we got it in, we got that shift cable adjusted. It would had, say they had this much throw in that carburetor or in that fuel injection, it was only had about this much of it. So it had like quarter throttle is all you could use.
That's awesome.
So we got her wide open now, so we'll have some fun with it.
Nice.
AC blows cold, it's got the electric fan, it's got aluminum radiator. Just like I said, this car, if you want to jump in something, just have a ball and drive anywhere you want to go, this is the car.
Yeah, a lot of nice upgrades. Tubular front control arms as well with upgraded front disc brakes. You want to do this walk around?
Sure. It's not much better than a red and white 55 Chevy, two-door hardtop. Like I said, look up and down the sides. It's got nice looking Kraggers, just a good size tire all the way around, very straight body. And when this was on the hoist, I was underneath of it and I couldn't believe how straight it was down low too.
Yeah.
So many cars just have a few little waves here and there down by the rockers and stuff like that. They usually don't block them as nice as they do the top sides, but this one really was super straight all the way up and down. And this one's been driven a little bit too. You can tell by all those added options. Somebody does all that to make it this comfortable, they're going to drive it. Just from revving it up a little bit here, we got a little bit of moisture there. The back bumper is super clean. It's got the bumper guards. It's got a really nice sound and dual exhaust system. Nice tips come out the back. Got two little paint flaws. There's one right here, very small. Just a little star there in the paint and a little scratch right there. As Dalton opens that trunk, as we go around the quarter panel, it's absolutely perfect. Like I said, you see it on the hoist, it looks beautiful there too. The roof is in excellent shape. Again, two-door hardtop, nice chrome door handles, nice stainless. As we open up the door, corner of the door is rust-free. Make sure you go to our website, coyoteclassics.com. Check out the undercarriage photos of this as well. Make sure that you check all 25 of them. Really solid car. Looked like it had two patches, one on each side at the very, very front. Other than that, still had a lot of red oxy primer under this one.
It did.
Very, very solid other than that. Look at this. It's got the red and white factory seat covers with the old, I'm going to say aftermarket, but they're pretty close to factory. As soon as you bought them, they put these 50 style seat covers on these to preserve the seats. Headliner's nice.
And if a guy don't like them, they are removable.
Yeah, this comes right off there if you want. The dash paint is gorgeous. The aftermarket chrome tilt column. Again, AC blows ice cold, aftermarket radio. I mean, just gorgeous car. Whoever gets this is gonna love it.
Yeah, and underneath those covers, the seats look like they're in really good shape.
Yeah, they're excellent, but they're see-through, so you can see that. Inside the trunk looks nice. It's got a little box in here for your oil or whatever, anything you want to carry along for a little roadside help if you need it. It's got a nice spare. There's your jacking instructions. It's got the third brake light right here, and that works as well. It's a little tiny little spot right here. Scratch. A little chip that was touched up here. Like I said, it's got a few things, but a laser straight, local car show quality, winning, awesome driver. Again, over the wheel well is excellent. It's got one little crack right here. Rocker panel, lower fender matches the door perfectly, all the way up to top. Corner of the door is great. Door jamb paint is nice. Door panels almost look original, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
They really do. What if they are? You know, what if they're original? What if these seats are original with these covers on them?
Yeah.
Could be.
Say. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, obviously it's had carpet, but could be original seats with these protected this whole time.
I like the American flag in the back package tray because it just fits so well with the red and white of the car too. It's just
Pretty
neat.
awesome. And if you don't like that, you want a package tray, you can do that, right?
Windows go up really smooth.
Yeah, they go up great. And there's your dome lights all work too in the back. Like I said, this car is just super nice. You got vintage air.
Well, the thing I like about this one too is it's set up to drive and
injection.
enjoy, you know, with the fuel injection.
How about
the air
this?
Radio.
That's cool.
It is pretty cool.
Bow tie rear view mirror, nice and tight.
Upgraded radio. Let's learn how to turn it on. I'm sure it's got to work though too, because they have speakers in the
I'm surprised if it
panels.
wouldn't, but
glove box light works.
huh. It's hard to say. We can read the instruction too, but we always say we're gonna do. Oh, there we go.
There it goes. I know. I was gonna say it's near retro sound. So nice retro sound radio. Let's see what we got for options here. So it's got FM, AM. I want to see this guy.
That's it, man. They didn't want Bluetooth. Or maybe it's over here.
Yeah, Sirius XM,
Sirius,
aux,
auxiliary. Yeah, you got it all. Auxiliary
all
one.
Bluetooth. You got the whole 9 yards.
Oh, wow.
Nice. So it is just set up to.
That's nice. Very nice. As soon as it turns on, it's a great one. All right. So the horn works. Oil pressure gauge. We count the horn a little bit already. Oil pressure is at 35 pounds at an idle. Goes right up to 55. This is, I thought, Dalton, 8,900 miles put on this bad boy.
Nice.
I knew it had a little miles on it, but it is so
Perfect.
nice.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
like the perfect
all
amount.
show miles. What's this? Remember what those things are?
I think those are for stoplights. Here, if you're underneath the stoplight, you can see it or something like that.
Temperature gauge works too. It's running 140. Volt gauge is at 14. Gas gauge is at between 1/2 and 3/4. So that's all working. So wipers, 2-speed wipers. They're electric, I think. Yeah. There's your vintage heat and air. That works. I love it. I'm excited to see what this thing's got now, because I was very disappointed with it when I bought it.
Yeah, just because of the way they had the linkage.
But it tells you I still bought it. You know what I mean? It was that nice of a car. Even though it wasn't performing very well, I still bought it. No one of my guys would make a car out of it, right?
Well, and like you said, a lot of times with these 700 R4s, they can put in and they just don't adjust the shift points right.
Exactly.
So
and that was a big thing of it. But like I said, I mean, the other thing was if you don't have enough throttle on it.
Yeah.
Right? Because this thing sounded good. I'm like, what the heck? It sounds good now, don't it?
Yeah, it does.
Here's your high-speed brakes. Perfect. Power steering works great as well.
Even the dash paint, oh, that's they did a nice job with. They did it.
At 75, the kickdown works. In and out overdrive. Goes down the road nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
It's got a little shake, just a little on the steering wheel, you know what I mean? Could be a tire balance, something very small. But that's at 70.
Yeah. 75, 80. It really goes down the road nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Again, high-speed braking, then we'll go through our gears once for you. There's high-speed braking. Power disc brakes work perfect. I mean, like I said, this is a car that was owned by an older person that just didn't want to do anything but put it in gear, have air, have cruise, everything, and just go.
Yeah.
Oh, there's something with the overdrive here too, so there's something. That's fan. There's your electric fan. I I think that might be the, I'm gonna shut that off. It does have electric fan switch as well.
Good. Oh, they're turning. You're good.
So this has got a transmission torque lockout.
Okay.
That's what that is, Dalton. So that's gonna help me, I forgot about it. So
There we go.
now she better.
There's your performance. Yeah.
That was an issue. Because now I can lock it in with my foot feet here. A lot different.
Okay, so yeah. What
Sorry
was it?
about that ahead of time. Right now I just kicked it into overdrive. So that's a, like I said, and I'm not 100% sure on that, but what it does is it locks the torque converter out.
Okay, gotcha.
For overdrive.
Okay. There you go. Now you got the performance we were thinking of.
Now
Yeah.
she's doing 90.
Yeah, good power.
That's a great car. I love the steering wheel too. The factory steering wheel is great looking on here. You don't see too many that way, do you?
No, you don't. It's a damn cool little
Here's your
55
brakes
Bel Air.
again. Here's down to low.
There we go.
What do you think?
Nice.
Sweet, huh?
It is. It is. Cool car. Check it out on the website, coyoteclassics.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next test drive.